All right, doing an lsvtec. Now, this isn't on that. If you want to follow this, what I'm doing here, like and subscribe, doesn't cost you anything. Watch my other videos. I've got plenty of other videos that you can watch. I'm getting into. But anyway, this is on. I've watched a lot of videos on a block guard, and I've seen the good, bad, and the ugly. So there's just all kinds of stuff out there. Some people had good results. Some people did not have very good results. Now, from what I can tell, the problem that I had, which is probably a problem, there's quite a few people having. Some people may not. It may be straight on or whatever, and the block guard just taps right down in there. The problem that I had was it was looser on this side than it was over here. It was tighter over here. That's bad. If you go and try to jam this thing down in there, because what's going to happen is you're going to slide all your cylinders back this way, and your pistons don't rock this way. It doesn't rock this way, it rocks this way. So your piston's actually going to go down in there, up and down in a slant, and that's going to cause a bad wear inside your cylinder walls. What I end up doing is because it got hard from here over, what I end up doing is I tapped that down just to see where it was catching. Took a hand file, just a flat old, regular old hand file. It works just perfect. You don't want to do nothing crazy and take too much material out, because you want to be able to tap this thing down in there. You don't want it loose fitting. So anyway, after I filed it, it took me 10, 15 times to actually get it right to where it'll just tap down in there. So just make sure that you're not trying to jam these down in there like that, because you're going to shift your cylinders out of line with your pistons, how they run up and down, and then you're going to cause a lot of wear and tear inside your cylinder walls. This thing here has, I don't know what it's got on the engine, but the car has 267,000. Now this engine, I would say, has been rebuilt. But when I got the car, it had about 170,000 miles on it. So I've put, almost 100,000 miles since I've had it. Never rebuilt it. It's just the way it is. I am putting a VTEC head on it, like I said. But one thing you want to check is, when you go and do that, you want to make sure them cylinders are moving free. They're sliding up and down real easy, no scratching, no real hard catches in it. And you want to make sure all this is cleaned up too. Like mine's pretty clean, it just collared, but I've cleaned it all up. I cleaned the pistons up too. They're not brand new, they was in the car. I just took, what I did is I ended up taking a knife, just a pocket knife, and I scraped off, there was about a 1/16 of an inch of carbon built up on it. It was, obviously the head was leaking, because I was getting a little bit of whiteness, like a frostiness on top of the engine, or on top of the carbon, and that's usually radiator fluid. Plus, my one piston over here had a little bit of wash right in that corner, so I would say I was definitely leaking. But anyway, it ran fine, everything. But you want to make sure when you do this, you want to make sure them pistons move real free. As you can see, I can try to spin it with my hand real fast, and it'll keep rotating on its own. So see, it keeps wanting to try to turn on its own. So you want it like that. If you're getting any kind of resistance from your pistons and you hear a scratching or just a hard catch when you're doing that, you better be pulling your block guard back out and finagling it a little better. So that's something you want to look at when you're doing this. So I had the block guard from a long time ago. I ended up putting it in there, but this is for those who are planning on doing this kind of stuff. But anyway, if you want to like and subscribe, follow my videos, I'll update as this goes on, and we'll see how she runs after she gets all put back together.